Hey, have you ever donated blood or anything else related to it? Do you like feeding vampires for money? Well, have you ever tried donating blood plasma? Because I have, and we're going to be talking about it today, so let's do it. Firstly, the reason why I chose to do this is because I have been desperate for money, let's be honest, because if you guys have any experience with jobs and like getting jobs, first of all, as especially nowadays, it is so hard to get a job. You have to literally put in thousands of applications for a lot of jobs in order to even get even to get one interview, which is absolutely insane to think about. As well as I have loans, specifically college loans I need to pay off, and car stuff I need to pay off. So it is quite a lot to deal with, and I don't exactly have a lot of money coming in at the moment, so it's better to get something that's gonna get me going, even if it's only like $80 every week or something like that, depending on how often I go. The reason that they need people to donate blood plasma is due to people who have, let's say, for example, diseases like sickle cell syndrome, which, if you guys know what that is, it is simply a disease that basically removes your ability to clot if you are injured. And as you can imagine, that can be very not beneficial, especially if you get a paper cut. You could literally die from that. So that can be a problem, as well as treating for trauma and burns. I honestly don't understand how they use it for treating burn victims, but I'm no doctor. But as well as the fact that simply you're able to donate and especially get money for it, because you know that it's going to be used for something that's actually useful for everyone around us. So simply what I'm trying to say is that being able to do something that is going to help people as well as get paid for it is a win in my books, because helping people is just a fun thing to do. Next, you might be asking, how does it work? So what I can tell you, at least from what I experienced, with the way it works, they essentially have like an online system. I went through specifically the BioLife website, which makes it very, very simple to do. All you have to do is just create an account on their website, download the app, get that set up. Then you can schedule your physical, which means you're basically checked to see if you have any drug usage, basically like anything along those lines, and AIDS and that sort of thing. And other than that, that's pretty easy to set up. And once you get past that part where you're all checked up and you're good to go for it, then once you got all that stuff in and they got that checked and know that you're safe to use your blood for this, you are then able to give full donations, which honestly don't take too long. It only takes around like 30 minutes. So you can literally do it like once every weekend. Yeah, it's been working pretty well so far. Essentially, they have a filtration machine that draws out your blood. It then separates your blood. Specifically, it separates your blood plasma from your blood, brings that down to a bag. It takes all your blood cells from that, puts it into a like cylindrical like object that spins, and it basically stores that there. Stores some of it there, to be specific. Then every time it fills up, there's like this container that you see that essentially it fills up with all your blood, then, or specifically your blood cells, to make that clear. It's filled up with all your blood cells. Then once that's done, it reverses the process, meaning it pumps all your blood cells back in, and then it just repeats the process. And an interesting thing that I had with it is whenever it pumps back into you, you get a like metallic taste, similar to something you experience like if you were to get bit by a venomous snake, which is kind of cool. I have never been bit by a venomous snake, so let's make that clear. Luckily, another thing to note about this process is that at the end, it'll take all the blood cells that it's stored up here, it'll pump it straight back into you, and then pump a bunch of that I believe it's some sort of coagulant stuff, and at least from what I understand, they pump in some type of chemical into you, and it's over after that. It only takes around like 30 minutes, so it's fairly easy to do. And from my experience, I had no ill effects. An important thing to note with this is that if there's anything that goes wrong, you will know, because they make you read these big charts and stuff that basically highlights worst case scenarios for, like, let's say if something was to go wrong with the machine, it would go off and then someone would come and like fix it, pull it out. You'd be under observation and that sort of thing. And they have a really good system for it, so you're in good hands, essentially. So don't worry if something goes wrong, but seems pretty rare for something to go wrong because their system is so streamlined. Thing I will note though is that what they use for a needle is pretty big. Like, it's not like you're getting a flu shot needle. It's kind of intimidating at first, but like once they put it in, it's like, that actually does not hurt as bad as I expected it to. But when it does hurt, it hurts mostly when they pull it out. Other than that, they just wrap it up after you're done and you're good to go. They have a really cool system to where they set up a credit card specifically for this, to where after every time you donate, they'll send in amount of money into it that you can use for whatever you want. So would I recommend this to you guys to try yourself? Honestly, I would 100% recommend it, especially if you go through BioLife, as they have a very well thought out system in order for you to do it easily and without too much hassle. Other than that, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought about this video, as well as if you have any experience with donating plasma or blood in general, and just tell me what your experience was. Other than that, see you guys in the next one.